the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Nicole Hardman now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Love with it on 1st down. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Love to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. Christian Watson with the touchdown. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Khalif Raymond to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback. A guy that understands the timing and the precision I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to be hit, sent after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Trying to sneak here, Goff. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Detroit.
Give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me a lock. Give me the rocket. Give me the
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap here to go. Finds him over the middle. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Goff. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Lions.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Goff off the play action. Completed over the middle. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Hardman with a return. Juking the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Love now on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take the lead on the first play of the drive. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't have a still feel paralyzed about syndrome. Friends just having kids.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Off to the air now. Short pass brought in. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1st down, ball at the 36. Play action here with Goff. He's got it over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at second and pretty short. Off play action, Goff. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Putting the tight end in motion. Goff on 3rd. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Packers all set to get back out there. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Going run again with Jacobs. And another small 4-yard chunk there. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Pass brought in by Watson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 11. And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down throw, here's Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun now for Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Once more, it's Love. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Love on 3rd and short. Has his man. It stops. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Stick it in the air. Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. On the sneak, it's Love. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. And it's the Packers. With it on 4th and 1. On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. McManus sends it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He breaks the tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Taken in by Williams outright. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And this one does not go far. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Again, Goff. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hardman with a return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers offense headed out late in the half. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. First call here coming from the shotgun. Love now to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. Space past the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Love from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Rock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hash, 54 yards out. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. On now is McManus to kick this away. Greg Reynolds to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. And I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Goff on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap here to go. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing again. Here's Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
St. Brown. A gain of 22 yards. And the Lions first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps them on schedule and didn't go backwards.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Montgomery goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. From the gun, Goff. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This from just 23 yards away. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun now for Love. Here's a loft deep down the middle. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he's got a touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers now lead by 10. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers drive their lead to 11.
Lions 13.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off to the air now. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. The shotgun, gone. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So 2nd down coming up.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They're gonna throw again. Goff. Into traffic, complete. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. They're now set for 1st and 10. Again, Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Hits him on the end route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
The Lions, 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Packers get the football back at their own 30 after that interception in return. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. First and 10 now from the 30. Play fake, it's Love. Go right side, and Dobbs has it. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. Love using the legs here. Only able to get back to the line on that first down throw, so no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Love using the legs here. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Wheeler to send it flying for the Packers. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on 1st down.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got in some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap here to go. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. This one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. They get 13 on the pickup, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, These tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Throwing is gone. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They're set up at the 35 now. To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that gives the Lions the first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Motioning the tight end now. On first down, it's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Lions at a 2-score deficit. From the gun, Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to have first and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
First and goal, here's Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
The Lions will set up for the 2.
They'll look to throw it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
Packers 24, Lions 21.
Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now, get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Nixon now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense.
Body is acting up, your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Overseas.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Looking to throw. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.